destruction of public property by
What is the chakka jam? Is
Chakka jam is not when you stop the traffic.
Why do you call it as chakka jam?
Not chakka is wheel. Chakka means a wheel. So it's you stop the wheels of traffic moving. Not so that's why it's called chakka jam. It's a very popular. Not for those of us who've been in Delhi University. I don't know about my friends. It is a very common thing that used to happen.
Solidly freezed.
So
The solidly freezed. Stop.
not we stop the traffic. You block
Correct,
the traffic.
That is chakka jam. Jam
Chakka
is
jam. You jam means
Solid freezing.
freezing. Solidly
Solid
freezing.
freezing. Oh, we do all right.
not here we call it chakka jam means to stop traffic.
Same thing, yes.
Now it's a colloquial word.
Yeah.
But it's a
Look.
word used very commonly. I remember hearing it from my university days.
Everywhere.
Everywhere. Not I must tell your lordship
Except in
that
South.
some variation of terms.
Sure.
Next para. The following reverse.
In Ahmedabad, there is what is known as very famous. They call it Manik Chowk.
Manika.
Manik Chowk is a place where it opens, the market opens at after 10 o'clock in the night. Where you get all these, carts.
Yes, course.
So if 4 roads meet, Mr. Raju knows, they call it as Manik Chowk.
Manik.
High Court, they were calling it one place as Manik Chowk because all the advocates
All
meet there.
lawyers-
Yes, of course.
In the beginning, when all lawyers meet at 10:30, that's a place called Annex.
Yes. These are not, these are
Why do you go so far and come back? Then they said, no, it is a colloquial word used where 4 roads meet. It's called as Manik Chowk. This matter, you are not filing any additional counter. What you have filed will hold good for the.
yes. Fair enough. I'll wait. Does it come? I'll go to the council.
Which is already there before the High Court.
Ah, sir.
Sir, Raju says we are relying upon the record, which is already there,
Fair,
and their role is also, my lord,
fair. So, fair.
Where are those notes? Finishing any note?
But I'll give you a lordship on the witness chart. I'll give you. This is on the witness chart. The funds against me. Yes, sir. But not right now, keep that aside because I will not dwell on that. I'm not simply put, there are 2 parts to the argument.
Sir, in which item? This is which item?
19, my lord, it is SLP criminal 17055 of 25. I believe 19. Item
Yes.
19. My lord, we keep the witness chart aside for a moment. I'll just come to the first argument. There are 2 sets of arguments to be made. One is the aspect of delay, and the second is the aspect on merits. One is delay, the second is on merits. If we are fortunate to succeed on delay
Delay in trial.
not in the proceedings. Now, I'm told that my learned colleagues before your lordships have taken you through the various details in the matter. Just 2 or 3 things I want to point out. I'm accused number 9. My lord, may just make a note of 3 or 4 distinguishing facts. Accused number 9, arrested on 20th of May 2020.
So this petitioner is accused number 9.
A9, Lord. A9, arrested on 20th May 2020. Lord, it's not in the note. When he was in custody
20th May of
2020, 20th May 2020, when he was under custody in FIR number 59 of 2020. Sorry?
The present.
FIR 60, sorry, FIR 69, no, I'm mistaken. FIR 60 of 2020, my apologies. FIR 60 of 2020. And if I may just point out, there are, in FIR 60, he was granted bail by the High Court on 3rd September 2021, which is P6 at page 403. And FIR 136 of 2020, he was granted bail on 21st December 2020. Yes, 21st December 2020 by the trial court.
That is also produced.
Yes, I'm sorry.
That is produced copy.
That's here, not that's here.
Connection.
That's P5 at 398. Those orders are here.
All.
Kindly note the FIR 60 of 2020 is the incident. What they've done is they've carved out these incidents into 3 parts. 60 of 2020 relates to the death of one police officer, Ratan Lal. I will show your lordship one passage from there, which the High Court, I believe, is not dealt with appropriately. The second case, 136, relates to the Maruti showroom burning.
Yes.
And this FIR relates to the case of larger conspiracy. It's whatever it is, I don't want to dwell on that part, but it is what it is.
Present FIR is
The so-called the alleged larger conspiracy. Now, Lord, there will be at some stage issues which will rise on TT Anthony whether these cases can survive as a larger conspiracy, but that's not the domain to address today and not to trouble your lordship. That may come at an appropriate stage, whether the charge or whatever. That's not the argument today. He's a 27-year-old gentleman. He was working as a supervisor in an organization, in a company, in an entity called NDS Enterprises, Jagatpuri. What do they make? Huh? 5% NDS Enterprises, Jagatpuri, Delhi, since 2016. They make these household brooms, etc., the cleaning wipers. That is his position. Now, Lord, in this case, lordships are aware. I must point out, I was named in the first charge sheet, which was of 7th November 2020. The first supplementary comes on 22nd November 2020. The second supplementary comes on 23rd February 21. And the third supplementary comes on 2nd of March 22. I am referred to in the third supplementary, which is P7 at 426, at pages 435, 436, and there are 835 PWs and about 1,000 documents. I don't want to dwell more on that. Now, you got that printout? There was no sanction under 196 and no complaint under 195. Hence, the first charge sheet was filed in haste to block the default bail. So, no sanction under 196, no complaint under 195, recorded in the charge sheet. I'm going to show your lordship those paras. Secondly, the CDR in this case, P3 at 313, falsified the version, and therefore they came out with 2 witnesses, radium and sodium, both very troublesome. Radium is troublesome to human beings. Sodium deficiency or can cause serious problems or too much sodium, but both are trouble. Radium is at page number 438 and sodium is at 440.
Sometimes the dangerous element will also be
What element not?
dangerous elements or the chemicals would be used for curing many things.
Yes, sir.
One is radium, another is sodium.
Sodium law.
They are protected witnesses.
These are protected. In fact, I'm going to give your lordship the list of the relevant witnesses, Swami, to make it, I don't want to take unnecessary time. Now, Lord, just keep one thing in mind. We have annexed the excerpts of the first charge sheet, which I will take your lordship through, which is P2 at 178, and the fourth charge sheet, which is P7 at 426. That's only radium and some, they're trying to show some chats, etc. Now, Lord, I want your lordship to also keep in mind, when I looked at the case diaries, I had a typed copy. I was a little surprised, but then I realized one should not be surprised. Illustratively, I'm just going to hand over a copy. Now, we know under 172, case diaries have to be numbered, paginated. The volume is to be given. I find rather intriguingly, the date, etc., is of course there, but I find intriguingly there's a book number, no volume number, and one has a page number, the other maybe a back page, but did not have a page number, but this is it. But just keep this. I'm giving you illustratively what the condition of the case diary is. I'll deal with the English translation. I just want your lordship just to see that. CRPC चलाए हुए आप. I'm not, if your lordship just sees that numbers, just note for a moment. I'll give your lordship the High Court rules on this lot. I'm not carrying them. I just send them across the High Court rules, relevant Delhi High Court rules, which obviously they're not true. But just see 172 for a moment. Every 172 CRPC for a moment, my lord, may just see that.
CRPC.
यही से this. Kindly look at 172. 172 CRPC. I'm not dwelling on BNSs because I still don't remember the numbers. So I'll take you to, and what's applicable is 172, though it's the same in BNSs. Kindly note 1A. Statements of witnesses recorded during the course of investigation under 161 shall be inserted in the case diary. Diary referred to in subsection 1 shall be a volume and duly paginated. I'm just leaving this thought with your lordship. We will deal with it at a later stage. It's not something I'm really going to stress on too much, but this is the kind of case diaries we are dealing with, and you will see it in the light of the witness testimony. But before I go to that, one more thing I wanted to point out. My client, the arguments in charge in this case are over and going on. Mine are over. I was given 2 days, 31st July 25 and 1st August 25. I've concluded my arguments. So there was no delay on my part. In this context, we have the benefit of a decision by your lordships, where your lordship took a view in Gurvinder Singh that in some cases when bail should or should not be granted, and I would like to at the outset say that this does not, the view generally on bail, including in UAP cases, is follows Najib. Your lordship drew a distinction in Gurvinder Singh. That distinction will not apply here for the reason. I'll just come to Gurvinder for a moment. Give the citation. Take out Gurvinder. Where is it? Gurvinder lot is 2024 5 SCC 403. I must tell your lordship, as a prosecutor, I've used Gurvinder often enough. But today, Gurvinder is hopefully going to come to my rescue here.
Yes.
Come, Lord Gurvinder, please come straight away to just yes. Please come straight away to para number 1 for a moment. Your lordship was considering bail.
Paragraph?
Paragraph 1, all I'm saying is it's a case of bail under UAPA 17, 18, 19, just to point that out. And after that, please come to paragraph 45. 44 and 45. That was a case of terror funding, para 44 and 45. The appellant's counsel has relied upon Najib to back its contention that the appellant has been in jail for the last 5 years, which is contrary to law laid down in the said case. While this argument may appear compelling at first glance, it lacks depth and substance. In CAA Najib, this court was confronted with the circumstance wherein, except the respondent accused, other co-accused had already undergone trial and was sentenced to imprisonment of not exceeding 8 years. Therefore, this court's decision to consider bail was grounded in the anticipation of the impending sentence that the respondent accused might face upon conviction. And since the respondent accused had already served portion of the maximum more than 5 years, this court took it as a factor influencing its assessment to grant bail. Further, in Najib, the trial of the respondent accused was severed from the other co-accused owing to his absconding. He was traced back in 2015 and was being separately tried. And the NIA had filed a long list of witnesses. They were left to be examined with reference to the said accused. Therefore, this court was of the view of unlikelihood of completion of trial in near future. However, in the present case, the trial is already underway and 22 witnesses, including the protected witnesses, have been examined. Then your lordship dealt with the motion. Not the point I'm saying is, here the trial was underway, 22 witnesses examined, stands on a different footing. Here, details of the dates have been shared. Those orders are before your lordship. I can't change or modify those orders. That's a matter of fact, wherever adjournments have been taken, whatever the ground, if the judge is not available or whatever, or if the prosecution has taken some 50 odd adjournments, I was told, whatever the reason, the fact is that we are at the stage of consideration of charge. So this is one thing which I'm leaving with your lordship. So Gurvinder principle will not apply. So that's on the aspect of deal.
Let me read paragraph 46 also.
Yes, no problem, sir. I'll read 46. But 45 is to be ignored.
You read, I want you to read 46.
Of course, I'll read 46. Well, I've learned from my learned senior. So I can never say no to him. I used to assist him many years ago. Nowadays, sometimes I get the chance, but not often enough. 20 years ago, I started assisting sir. As already discussed, the material on record indicates the involvement of the appellant in furtherance of terrorist activities. Now see further, backed by members of a banned terrorist organization. I'm grateful, my friend is right, I should have read it. No terrorist organization, so far as I'm concerned, involving exchange of large quantum of money through different channels, which needs to be deciphered, and therefore in such a scenario, if the appellant is released on bail, every likelihood that he will influence the key witnesses, which might hamper the process. Therefore, mere delay in trial pertaining to grave offences is one involved in the instant case, cannot be used as the ground to grant bail. Hence, the aforesaid argument on behalf of the appellant cannot be accepted. The lordship took a view in those cases. And otherwise, your lordship said no question of bail. 22 witnesses, terror financing, terrorist organization. That's not the situation here. Now, let me come straight away. Here, Lord, the witnesses are protected. Where is that other witness? No, the one. Physically. Yes. Now, Lord, I just want your lordship to see the charge sheet for a moment and we'll just run through it. What I've done is, for your lordship's convenience, I have put together the incidents, the relevant witnesses in this chart, but I just want your lordship to see what I think is relevant. Kindly just come to the, not straight away, not named in the FIR, and please come to this CDR analysis for a moment. May I just, I'll make the point, then I'll come to the CDR. There are various parts to this transaction. I'm told there's a first phase, second phase, third phase, fourth phase. I'm not going to get involved in the second, third, fourth division because we have to see is there material or not material. In the first phase, admittedly, that 2019 period, December 19, there is no role attributed to me. So that goes out of the window. Then the issue is the deceased, the death of Ratan Lal and the Maruti showroom, when the incidents actually, the outbreak of violence alleged takes place. After all, a man has died. So but the point is, I'm on bail in that case. And the findings in that bail order will be very crucial for your lordship to consider. before we come to the charge sheet, let me just show you the findings in that bureau. Please come to P6 lot 403. And I believe this order has not been challenged. It's, sorry? No, they're not challenged it. It's a trade finality. Not kindly just come straight away to this. This is that incident where your lordship may just come to the Lord, it come to page number 422, my friend.
These are granted in FIR numbers.
Not in all FIRs but this. So I'm granted bail.
Exhibit P, annexure P6 relates to which FIR?
Not 16, not 16.
60.
60. 60. 60, Lord. Come to para 43, Lord, at 422 bottom. Does your lordship have this?
Yes.
422 para 43, as has been stated above, petitioner herein has been in custody for 17 months. And
One second.
Para 43, my lord, it will be annexure P6, my lord.
Para 42. 42 or 43?
43.
All.
42, my lord, talks about constitutional duty. That's 43, which is specific to. As has been stated above, the petitioner herein has been in custody for 17 months, was formally added by way of a charge sheet dated 8 June. The reusal of the material on record has revealed to the court that the petitioner has not been caught on any video footage in the vicinity of the protest site. Further, the CDR and the cell IDs which have been placed on record by way of the charge sheet and the supplementary showcase that petitioner had arrived within the vicinity of the site of the alleged incident post the commission. There is some weight in the contention of the learned senior counsel appearing to the petitioner that if petitioner was involved in mobilizing the mob, he would have been at his residence till 12:10, when according to the prosecution, the preparation started at 11:12, when the CCTV was systematically dislocated. Further, the call detail records of the petitioner show that petitioner was on the move. The fact that the petitioner's location is recorded through a mobile tower, which is near the scene of crime at this moment, cannot at this moment lead to a definitive conclusion that the petitioner was there at the scene of crime. Therefore, there should be denied bail. At this juncture, it appears that statements of the police officers that have been recorded are wholly contradictory to CDR and cell ID details that are on record. And lot 424, para 45, 4th charge sheet had been filed in that case also. So I got bail. Please keep in mind, I started raising the issue of lack of connection with this offense and to say that you're roping me in for no purpose. So what does the investigating agency do? And under competent advice, not we are all advised one way or the other, the investigating agency brings in the 4th charge sheet and introduces one radium and sodium through the 4th charge sheet. They were not there earlier. That's why I said, Lord, radium and sodium came in the 4th charge sheet. Now, Lord, just come straight away to Lord 188.
Page 188.
188, not on A9. Just no, Lord, my Lord, we just make a note. 188 A9, you don't need to trouble your lordship further. Then, my Lord, may come, Lord, come to page number.
What is this 188?
Lord, it just shows that I'm A9. I'm just saying where I'm mentioned. I'm mentioned as accused number 9, Lord, that's all. My arrest is not pointed out. Kindly note the page. My arrest find mentioned at page 198 that I was arrested while in another case.
So it is in the 4th supplementary charge sheet.
No, Lord, I'm in the 1st supplementary, but in the 4th they bring in radium and sodium.
Okay. So you are there in the first itself.
I'm there, Lord. I was A9 in the first charge.
7/11/2020.
I mentioned that. I began.
Oh.
Now, Lord, your Lordship may just note that my details of my arrest are at para 146 at page 198. Just make a note of that. You don't need to read it.
All
It won't take that time. Now, Lord, please come to page 200 onwards. Now, 200 onwards will begin this whole issue, and your Lordship will find 13 December, I'm not there. This exercise will go on, Lord, till page 210, where there is no mention to me. These are the accepted relevant pages. We've not put the entire charge sheet. And my Lord may just come straight away to 211. The first time my reference comes in will be on in relation to 16 June, January 2020. There's a photo at a protest site. And your Lordship will see, I don't know who they can recognize, I can't, but please see serial number 6 at 212, local leaders, Shadab Ahmed, DPSG. Lordship's got that?
What is this DPSG?
But DPSG is an Delhi Protest Solidarity Group. So, Lord, there are two parts. There were Delhi Protest Solidarity Group. DPSG. If they mention the definition, there's a whole page. Lord, there are people who are, sir? Yes, Delhi Protest Solidarity Group. Now, Lord, kindly note, I am part of this DPSG according to them. And kindly note at the bottom at 212, date of end 24th February 2020. Then, my Lord, please come to 214. Bridge Purulia near Farukia Masjid, I am not there. Then, Lord, your Lordship will see 6120 also, I am not there. Then the next page you will find my mention will be at 230. 230. 230. This is 19 January 20. They're not saying there's any violence here. 90. Just a minute, sir, please. I know.
In 230, where is your name?
Lord, 230, there is a 230, I want to point out, Lord. 230 at 231, there is a Shadab, but this is Shadab of JCC. So it is another Shadab, but not me.
Where is that Shadab? It's
231, Lord.
231.
231. Not 230. 230 at 231, Lord. So this is another Shadab of JCC, not me. Unless my friend want to correct me, Lord, I'm putting the worst against myself. It should not be that tomorrow they say this is me and I didn't point it out. Then 236, Lord.
236.
I got the page number, sir.
Yes.
Now, Lord, this is 23rd January 20 Shahi Idgah Sadar Bazaar. This is in the Sadar Bazaar area. Please come at 237. Serial number 7, visited by Shadab Ahmed. Finished on 24th March 2020. Then, my Lord, 306. There will be, my Lord may see lots of chats they place on record. I'm not in those chats. 306.
Yes.
Please come to 306. Second para. The following, and Lord, I want your Lordship to see 305 for a moment. Bottom. In the dead of night at about 2 a.m. at 17 February about 20, persons sat in a huddle in Chandbagh protest site to plan future course of action in pursuance and furtherance of common conspiracy. Labeled as a brainstorming session on a WhatsApp group by Athar after one of the attendees revolted against the insistence that violence will have to be done, this meeting nonetheless crystallized the actions which later played out. This is not their hypothesis. There was a clear and cogent understanding between key characters who attended that protest sites currently located in side lanes in Muslim-dominated areas would need to be shifted and converted into a chakka jam on carefully chosen sites located on arterial busy roads in proximity to mixed population areas to paralyze normal movement and flow of life and engineer riots. I can understand paralyzing normal troop and flow of life, but engineering riots is a hypothesis. The chakka jam which would necessarily force into police intervention by police, would be followed by confrontation and attack on policemen and public persons, damage and destruction of public property by
What is the chakka jam is
But
jamming?
chakka jam is not when you stop the traffic.
Why do you call it as chakka jam?
Not chakka is wheel. Chakka means a wheel. So it's you stop the wheels of traffic moving, Lord. So that's why it's called chakka jam. It's a very popular word for those of us who've been in Delhi University. I don't know about my friends. It is a very common thing that used to happen.
Solidly preached.
So
Is solidly preached. Stop.
but we stop the traffic. You block
Correct,
the traffic.
correct. That is chakka jam. Jam
Chakka
is
jam. You jam means
Solid freezing.
freezing. Solidly
Solid
freezing.
freezing. Oh, we do all right.
not here we call it chakka jam means to stop traffic.
Same thing, yes.
Now it's a colloquial word.
Yeah.
Not it's a
Look.
word used very commonly. I remember hearing it from my university days.
Everywhere.
Everywhere. Not I must tell your lordship
Except
that
in South.
some variation of terms.
Sure.
Next para. The
In-
following
in
reverse.
In Ahmedabad, there is what is known as very famous. They call it Manik Chowk.
Manika.
Manik Chowk is a place where it opens, the market opens at after 10 o'clock in the night. There you get all these, this carts.
Yes, coach.
So if 4 roads meet, Mr. Raju knows, they call it as Manik Chowk.
Manik.
High Court, they were calling it one place as Manik Chowk because all the advocates
All
meet there.
lawyers-
Yes, of course.
The
In the
morning.
beginning, when all lawyers meet at 10:30, that's a place called Chakra. Unactual.
Yes. These are
I
not, these
asked,
are
why do you go so far and come back? Then they said, no, it is a colloquial word used where 4 roads meet. It's called as Manik Chowk.
these are terms which have now become part of our vocabulary. It's like not
So,
photocopying was never
Yes.
called Xerox. We call it Xerox, but Xerox was the name of the company. Xerox is the name of the company, but we call it, have you got it Xerox, which is really photocopying.
Bombay
Correct.
High Court paid the suit was decreed.
Yes,
Bombay High Court,
yes, I'm aware.
you were told that there's some dispute.
Now, Lord, please come to 306, second para.
Yes.
Shadab.
Following reverse mapping.
Yes, following reverse mapping of the accused who was subsequently arrested. Reverse mapping would be not they've really taken the digital records of CDRs and then sought to reverse it. So this is their basis, and I'm going to show you how the digital record will say something else. The CDRs, which we've got them here. For some of the most brutal murders committed during the carnage with a respective chain of command which flowed out. So this is not their language used, they're entitled to use it, it's an opinion. Number 2, Shadab Ahmed, arrested for the murder of Head Constable Ratan Lal, was present in this meeting apart from being a regular contact of attendees Salim, Muhammad, Devangina on bail, Ayub, Shia, Upasna, etc. But I'm on bail in that case, in the murder case. Then, my lord,
Which is that is a FIR number?
Lord, that's FIR number 60 of 2020, 60.
So you are accused in that.
Yes,
not,
I mean, I'm
or
accused.
not to.
Yes, Lord, and I'm on bail. I'm not the killer, but I'm accused in that case as a conspirator. But if that's the case, I'm on bail there. Now, please come to 3078. Devangina Kalita, Gulfisha, Fatima, and Shada Mehmed, all 3 had attended the secret meeting and are regular contacts of each other. They were later arrested for different offences as explained above. No problem. Now, Lord, this is so far as this charge sheet is concerned, but I want your lordship to come to 308. Third para. Prosecution sanction under 196 and complaint under 195 are pending would be placed as and when received. They're entitled to get them late. Sanction is not in their control, but they decided that they wanted to block the default bail, knowing that they didn't have it. Otherwise, without this, there's no question of prejudice. That's why the charge sheet, fair enough. If they have material, they can. I'm not going to join much issue. This is 16th September 2020. Now, Lord, your lordship put to me, what is this DPSG? Please come to 311. DPSG is the first name. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, but DPSG. So, Lord, that is it. And the other gentleman, Lord, was a member, the other Shadab was a member of Jamia Coordination Committee, JCC. Just correct. So there are 2 Shadabs. I'm not that Shadab. Now, my lord, I will take you straight away to the statements of witnesses, which is, to say the least, Lord, before the statements of witnesses, Lord, just have a look at the CDR, which is at page number at 313.
3-1?
313. Now, Lord, this is your excerpt. We've not compiled the relevant record. Original CDR is there, but the original will be very 313 piece, 313 P3, Lord. Very important CRPC provision, Lord. So how can I can't forget it. Now, Lord, please see. Kindly just note on 23rd February from 21st May, 21/5, that's 9:05 p.m. Two entries below, till about the sixth entry below. Gentleman is supposed to be at Wazirabad. Lordship's got that? A day prior. Lordship's got that?
Yes.
Then there are a couple of entries of Yamnabad, then again Wazirabad. So this is the day of the incident. Now please come to 24th. 24th will begin at the bottom of the page. At 022, he was at a place called Bhajanpura. That's somewhere in East Delhi, right? And Khajuri Khas Dispensary Road, opposite police station, Bhajanpura, a fine place to be. Then this at 314, he is initially at Wazirabad, then he is at Jagatpuri. Now, why is Jagatpuri important? Jagatpuri was from 10:12 in the morning till the next day, till the next page, 12:41. That's 10:12 in the morning till he's in Jagatpuri area. Jagatpuri is where he lives and works. That is what the High Court found in my favor.
Jagatpuri is the place where he works.
Lives and works. He lives and works. He lives and works there. That is what the High Court found in the order in relation to the murder case. Then, my lord, after that there will be entries, Lord, which your lordship will see at 12:54:42 on that next page. He's in Shadra area by and large. Shadra area. Gokulpuri is here. Then, my lord, you will find at the bottom of the page, there's an area called Gokulpuri Yamuna Vihar. This is away from the incident, about 2 kilometers away from the incident. The last about entries which will begin from Kardam, below Kardampuri, Gokulpuri. Second last entry is only the one which is near the sea, near Chand.
These are all calls made from his phone.
No, these are I'm calls made from his phone, but it's the location of where he is which I'm concerned with. So I'm not the location. Now,
Are the prosecution using for to locate your
yes, but
place or
that's
the
what
calls which you made?
no. They are using the location, which is what they said, reverse mapping. So I'm using that. The reverse mapping is this, but this mapping doesn't match. That's the point I'm making. The incident happens about 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock.
It's a matter for evidence.
I'm not. Please understand. Today, I understand what your lordship says. I'm just showing what they place. I'm not asking for you to see anything I've done. There's not a single document I'm relying upon. This is their document. This is their data. This is not, if they reverse map, it's like this. If they reverse map based on the documents and make an incorrect statement, am I not entitled to tell your lordship they're wrong? That's all I'm doing. There. And then, Lord, it'll go on further. I can show your lordship. This was at different places, but he was not near the sea, at the scene of crime. At 1 o'clock. Now, Lord, kindly just come to the witness statements. Your lordship has a chart. I'll just run you through it. We have the supplementary statement. Lord, just make a note. 265.
Where are we reading?
Lord, just come to page 265. Lord, just come to 265 and keep the chart open, man. Keep that note open. Just come to Lord, paper book 321. P4 at 321. Just keep it open.
321.
Yes. And I'm going to show you illustratively, Lord, because I don't want it to appear as if if there is an inaccuracy, there, Lord, 321 P4. Now, kindly just note, incident is of February. This gentleman is being examined somewhere in July of 20. He's a police officer. I can't threaten him. I can't intimidate him. There's no issue. Please come to 265 and at 266, last 6 lines. Three 322, I'm sorry. Last 6 lines,
Page, para 265.
not 322, lot, it will be 265, yes. Kindly just note he's talking about protest against CAA.
Yes,
Now, please come to the last 6 lines at page 322. In addition to the organizers mentioned above, involved in this protest in Chandbagh, including Athar, Shadab, and others. So they say that I am part of the organizers in this.
we did not get it. 322,
Yes, but last lines, in addition, last 5 lines,
correct.
in addition,
To the organizers.
several others were involved in this, including Athar and Shadab. You got Shadab?
Yes, yes.
So, Lord, that's it. Now, Lord, this is then 323, Lord. 10th line from the top. A large number of people were protesting against the CA at the site.
Where are you?
Lord, 324, 8th line from the top on February 24, 2020.
Yes.
Above that, a large number of people were protesting against CA on the protest site on February 24, 20. Salman, Salim Khan, Athar, Shadab, and others were present speaking in turn. This is the incident where, now Lord, please come to 326. But the 8th line from the top. From the post, Head Constable Ratanlal died in this attack. Or she's got that? From the postmortem, I came to know that martyr, Head Constable Ratanlal, was also shot. This is all English translation, Lord. It's not the original Hindi. I can read the Hindi if your Lordship desires and translate. Salman, Salim Khan, Athar, Shadab, Ayub, Upasna, Tabassum, Ravish, present in the protest, had instigated the people present to protest to violence and had vandalized and set fire to government and non-government properties by pelting, attacking policemen and common citizens with sticks and rods. So this is the allegation. But if it relates to the death of Ratan and the burning of the Maruti showroom, I'm on bail in both those matters. And again, Lord, 327, you will find mention of mine. Now, Lord, now, Lord, your Lordship's got it. Now, Lord, just come to this chart. It won't, because it's all, they'll all be the similar. I don't want to trouble your Lordship.
All.
Then, Lord, 327, there's a deposition that Shadab and 2 others have been arrested. That's not incriminating. On 20th of May, he claims to have identified Shadab during investigation, stated that he often gives inflammatory speeches and was present. So presence is there. That's it. That's their best case. And kindly note, this is a statement of 6th of July. It comes 5 months. It comes 5 months later. Then Lord Constable Sunil is again examined. Below that chart, on 7th of July, 1st of September, he deposes at 331 that Shadab was involved in the protests in state management. He deposed that when police stopped the march due to lack, Shadab and others blocked the road. That Chakka Jam business. He also then your Lordship got, he also deposed that on 24th, protests became violent when police officers stopped the workers from blocking the main road, which led to suffering of injuries by police officers, including him, and death of Ratan Lal. And Shadab is responsible, but I'm on bail in that case. FIR 60 was registered on his statement. He deposed that Shadab and others have been arrested in crime branch. Then Lord Constable Gyan. Similarly, 436. Lord Justice Anjaria has it. What is that note? Not my note. It's in. I extracted in my note. Lord. Your Lordship need not. I know you looked at paper. Just see my note, not on the second page. Constable Gyan 161 deposed that several others, including Shadab, was involved in protests in state management. 346. He deposed that when police stopped the march, Shadab and others blocked. Then he deposed that on 20th of February, protests became violent. Same, and Ratan Lal died, and they've been arrested. So nothing else, Lord. Then we have gold. 24 June, protected witness. Second point, he deposed that Shadab and others participated in protests by giving speeches and arranging food and drinks. Then overly, he deposed that on 23rd March, organizing, including Shadab, announced a march from Chandbagh to Rajpath. It should be Raj, not Rajgat, Rajpath, my lord, at page number 3. That's not criminality. Rajpath, no, Chandbagh to Rajpath in the evening.
Yes.
He deposed that Shadab and others said they will show India, they will continue to oppose the NRC. Maybe a statement of opposing the NRC, but that's not criminality. That maybe the people may say it should or should not have been done. That's a different matter. But that's not the domain of consideration when you put somebody in bars. He then deposed that on 24th men and women would, and Shadab and other organized took to the street carrying out stones and would later attack the police. So this is his case. Then Lord Silver is the resident. He deposed that he used to join the protest staff returning from duty. Deposed that Shadab was often seen at the protest. Then on 23rd February, he talks about. Then on 24th, he says he applied salt on body to protect himself from tear gas and stated that Shadab was present. In a supplementary statement, he talks about generally about organizing, having secret meetings. Then Venus talks of 15th February, protest started by Shadab. That's not an issue. Then Overleaf, Tahir Hussain used to give money to run the protest. I'm not Tahir Hussain. In 164, he deposed that on 15 January, a protest was started by Shadab, but you're not prosecuting me for that. Then Lord Jupiter is a civilian. Again, similarly, P4 at 375. It's a meeting at the Indian Social Institute, Lodi Road, which is. Then Lord deposed that protest site was stated by Shadab. And lastly, this Lord again, Indian Social. Then Johnny will be similar. I know, Lord, Your Lordship, I'm keeping you beyond time, but Lord, just run through this. And now just come, Lord, to the last page, which is crucial. There is a statement of Pluto under 160 and 161, Lord. Really nothing. They came to order biryani and asked him to deliver it. I asked, Lord. So he says he delivered food there. And he saw a meeting. And he further deposed that he listened to 5 people talking about putting Delhi on fire, killing people. Please note the date of his statement, 13th August 20 and 17th August 20. Sodium, 161, is a civilian. He deposed that on 22nd February 20, Shadab, along with others, asked him to come for the meeting at Ayaz's parking. He went with them. Radium says he deposed that on 23rd, he went to Mukhtiar's where he saw Shadab. He further deposed that Shadab said they'll do the work in relation to violent riots. These are the 2 statements of Sodium and Radium brought to the 4th charge sheet, and I will make good my submission, Lord, by showing Your Lordship the 3rd supplementary, P7 at 426. Please come to P7 at 426, Lord, of the paper book.
P7.
P7 at 426, and then their statement.
Yes.
Kindly just note the date of this charge sheet I pointed out to Your Lordship is 2nd March 22. And there is a reference to the meeting on 22nd February at page 429. And bottom, Roman 2 is reference to this gentleman's statement, which is part of it is culled out at 420, 430.
All.
Now, Lord, this 2 things. I just want Your Lordship to see. One more thing, Lord. Here, they bring in 435, Lord. They attribute a statement. This is what blocking of the main road.
Which one?
See this, Lord. 436, para 436 at page 435. February 23, it should be 2020. Urgent 4 is needed at Chandbagh. SOS tricolor flag call. Women of Chandbagh have blocked the road. Police is also arrived. RAF about to come. Please gather there in large numbers to support the women for successful Bharat Bandh. Talk about Bharat Bandh. We're not talking about violence. Now, Lord, I won't trouble Your Lordship further.
Where did you read? Page 435. 436.
Yes, Lord. 435 bottom, Lord. That message.
All right.
Now, Lord, just to point out, all of this at 4P9 at 442 I made this argument about the delay and this addition in my written submissions, which is at page number 446. That's it. I pointed out to the High Court their delayed introduction to cover up the gaps. And grateful Lord, that's all I ask.
Oh, thank you. Siddharth Luthra, Senate Senior Counsel appearing for this. Ishwar in item number 90, SLP criminal 17055 of 2020. So this side is over, right?
But I don't know about the others.
Nobody else is there. To hear, hearing the learned ASG, SG, stroke is this one,
Monday, Tuesday.
Monday, 2 p.m.
Monday, Tuesday. My learned friend is saying Monday is miscellaneous, so it is better if it
That
is.
is why we will be free by 2 to 30. Want it on
Not what
Tuesday?
my friend is saying in a lighter note, Monday is harvest day.
Not for us on this side. It is.
I'm not complaining. I'm free. So I've concluded my bit in the middle of the week.
2:30.
He said he will harvest and then come.
Yes, at 2:31. But it is convenient to.
Not with the speed your lordships, most of the benches move at. Harvest is done before lunch. We don't need to do it post lunch.
No, I was telling my brother, we are very slow.
But no, I'm saying most of the
Very slow
benches,
because
your lordships, your lordship gives
recollect,
everybody
Mr.
time.
Luthra, I recollect 89, 90 had come.
Yes.
11:30, 11:45, all courts close.
Not numbers the list.
Only 35.
But
35. You're right. To that
and not
extent.
after that, your lordship may recall one more thing used to happen. What you are doing now on Tuesdays, NMDs were always taken the 201 series. There used to be 10 matters before every bench, 201, and at least 2, 3, 4 used to be
Yes.
taken and concluded. This, which is now what is troubling us on a Tuesday, Lord. The whole system, Lord, is because the matters are taken.
May I only mention that there's one important matter kept in court number 4 at the end of the board on Monday. So if I'm held up in that matter, then I may not be able to come. So I'll leave it to now. If the matter is over, I'll definitely come. Otherwise,
My friend needs any accommodation, Lord, we are not going to stand in the way. There are 15.
so Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday.
You want it on Tuesday. All right,
Tuesday,
Tuesday.
2:30.
No, I'm done. No.
Tuesday is the second.
Because I'm sure he and the solicitor will take some time, and then if anybody is to respond.
Tuesday, anything. The MBBS stipend. All.
Grateful.
2:30.
Is Mr. Singh anything? All.
Grateful.